Jody Meeks has been suspended 25 games for violating the NBA's anti-drug policy. And this time they actually listed the 2 substances that were found in his system. PEDs. Of course, Jody Meeks is denying this. Everybody that gets caught, they deny it. I've never seen somebody get caught and they're like, yeah, I did it. Lance Armstrong said he didn't do it. Everybody that gets caught says they didn't do it. Meeks' agent is furious because the NBA is not going to wait for any type of appeal or anything. They just, bam, gave him the suspension. Didn't even hesitate, like Steph Curry shooting a 3. NBA made it splash. So the Wizards are picking up Ty Lawson for the playoff run. And now I'm going to give my prediction on this first round series, Wizards and Raptors. They split the season series 2-2. Obviously, there were some injuries. John Wall didn't play in one of the games, maybe even more than one, I'm not sure. But when they match up, they're pretty evenly matched. When I look at this Wizards team, especially with John Wall back in the lineup, they can do something. They've had moments this season where they're killing it. Bradley Beal is taking over. But at the same time, then they have moments like the last game of the regular season where they could have been maybe the 7th seed or even a 6th seed if they just win their last game against the Orlando Magic, but they blew that game. And then, of course, when John Wall was out and the Wizards were winning games like crazy and staying in the playoff hunt, because they took out some notable teams during that stretch of games. Everybody's saying maybe they're better without John Wall, which doesn't make any sense. So this Wizards team, it's very weird. They're good, but they're weird. And then when I look at the Raptors, I see the same thing. The Raptors are trash, but they're also good at the same time. They're trash. They lost their last game of the season against the Heat. When they played the Cavs, they got blown out, but then they blew out the Cavs earlier. I mean, there's just no consistency. You have games where Kyle Lowry scores 9 points and then DeRozan scores 12, maybe 15 points. If DeRozan doesn't score 20 plus, the Raptors are in trouble. And then Lowry sometimes disappears as well. The problem for the Raptors, they just can't dominate. They can't dominate you. They can beat you, but they can't sweep you. That's basically how you summarize this team. It doesn't matter who they're playing in the first round. They wouldn't be able to sweep anybody. They don't have that killer instinct. They don't have the ability to just turn up the heat and be consistently dominant every single night. If they did, they would be a serious contender. I mean, this Raptors team, they lost the game this season because the Celtics pulled out a zone defense in the 4th quarter. So with all of this being said, I think the Raptors will win this series in 7 games. It's going to be a back and forth affair. It's going to be a struggle. And I wouldn't even be surprised if the Raptors lose the first game of the series like they always do and lose the home court advantage. They always fight for that home court advantage and then lose it in the first game. I'm not going to be surprised if that happens again. So let me know what your prediction is for this series. I'm going 7 to the Raptors. Trying to get people up out of there quick, and then in this fight, I made a mistake. I broke my own rule. I went for a regular takedown. You know you never want to do that because they have counter submissions. 2-gate cheese. He makes it to the 2nd gate, but Moses Carr is a fighter. He refuses to lose.